If you are someone whose mind is constantly moving around, constantly going from one thought to the next, then you are aware of how insane it can feel to try to strike that perfect equilibrium. How difficult is it finding ways to eliminate distractions without making you feel as though you are losing out on anything significant? What if I told you that the secret to managing this turmoil is learning to appreciate both the calm and the buzz? It is easy to feel as though your tranquility is slipping through your fingers as new stuff comes in. But what if I told you that this approach is the key to mastering this disorder? What is the key? Recognizing when your mind is gaining over and bringing yourself back to the present moment before it completely escapes you. Are you prepared to regain your composure and take charge of the situation? To better illustrate this point, let's look at an example. It is possible that after a conversation, you may feel the need to walk outside into nature, where you will perceive a sense of presence, which is invigorating. It's possible that you also want to interact with other people, but when you're in a rhythm, especially when you're talking about how amazing the chat was, it can turn into a deluge of words. It is possible that you will feel as though you could just sit in the park for hours in order to comprehend everything that has happened. But this is an extreme reaction. There is also the possibility that you will wind up producing more stuff for oneself to look over, which will then become more challenging to handle. In the course of a conversation, it is not uncommon to speak rapidly when your mind takes control of the situation. You allow yourself to be carried away, and before you realize it, you find yourself caught up in a whirlwind of thoughts. This is something that a lot of individuals go through, but it frequently becomes more acute when your mind is feeling very powerful. There are instances when it might be simpler to completely shun engagement in order to avoid getting drawn along by this onslaught of thoughts. During a conversation, you could become aware that your mind is constantly preparing what you are going to say next, even before the other person has finished speaking. This is something that you might recognize. This can make it difficult for you to pay attention to the person who is speaking in front of you. It is possible that you will find meditation to be beneficial, despite the fact that it is more difficult. It is not uncommon to do well during the first few minutes, particularly if you go outside and immerse yourself in the natural environment there. On the other hand, the challenge is in sustaining being present. When you are in the natural environment, you could discover that you are able to be present to a certain degree. It is possible to make progress through practice. It is possible that you will begin to find those small moments of presence, particularly when you are not interacting with other people, even if you have never engaged in this practice before. As an illustration, something as uncomplicated as the sensation of touching wet ceramic can inadvertently assist you in connecting with the here and now. It might appear strange, but oftentimes the things that seem the least likely can help you feel more grounded. When it comes to relationships, it is essential to be aware of the times when they are disrupting your peace of mind. This could be an opportunity for you to concentrate more on your personal development and grounding if you are not currently participating in one. It is not necessary to delve deeply into a relationship unless you are prepared to do so. Relationships come with their own set of difficulties. Keep in mind that the individuals you encounter here are typically far more conscious than the people you would ordinarily encounter in your day-to-day life if you are experiencing feelings of being overwhelmed, particularly in group settings. It is their pleasure to assist you, and you can also be of assistance by paying closer attention to the manner in which you engage with them. Making the transition from being a speaker to being a listener is one approach that could prove to be helpful. Maintain the mindset that you are more of a listener than a speaker when you are having a conversation. While you are not required to remain silent, you should strive to achieve a balance of 80% listener and 20% speaker. Instead of quickly offering your own opinions, it would be helpful to ask more questions in order to assist with this. One way to urge the other person to speak more is to ask them questions, which can also compel you to listen and be present in the conversation. When the other person is speaking, bring your attention to the sensation that you are experiencing on the inside of your hands or in another part of your body. This assists you in maintaining a sense of stability and stops your attention from straying. It is not a problem if you find it difficult to keep your awareness current. Direct your attention on the energy that is there in your hands. This is an excellent starting point. Your awareness of your hands can be expanded to include other parts of your body, such as your feet, or you might try to intensify your awareness of your hands. Simply using your hands is sufficient to begin with, even if it's just your hands. Feeling the vitality that is present in your body can assist you in maintaining your concentration while you are listening, thereby avoiding the mental stream from gaining over. One more technique that can help you improve this is to pay attention to your breathing while you are listening. You have the option of opting to concentrate on either your breathing or the sensation in your hands, or you may simply pick one or the other. This straightforward act of mindfulness can assist you in maintaining your core. Spend time in nature and make an effort to completely engage with it, in addition to interacting with other living things. Make use of all of your senses, not just your visual sense, which has a tendency to take precedence. You may try touching something, like a stone, a leaf, or the sand on the beach. Participating in activities that include the sense of touch enables you to remain in the here and now and to escape your thoughts. You will discover that you are able to become more present via the practice of these techniques, and as you continue to do so, you will also begin to feel more at peace with the natural flow of life. In conclusion, the key to becoming an expert in the art of remaining present is to maintain consistency. You are able to lessen the mental clutter and embrace serenity if you engage in the practice of mindfulness, put more emphasis on listening than speaking, and anchor yourself in the present moment. All of these simple yet effective activities will assist you in regaining your sense of peace. Whether it is through concentrating on the energy that is present in your body or by completely immersing yourself in the natural world. Should you persist in this endeavor, you will soon discover that the river of life transforms into something that you can ride, rather than something that carries you away. Before we're ending this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you will receive a new motivation video every day in your path to growth and self-discovery to become more conscious. Also, comment the word "now" in the comment section below this video and like the video. Lastly, if you know someone who can use some encouragement, please share it with this person. A small thoughtful gesture could mean the world to someone.